Good morning, third grade. It's time to get started on our math lesson 11.10. And in this lesson, we'll be exploring how we can use perimeter to compare rectangles with the same area. So Marcy's making a rectangular pen to hold her rabbits, a rabbit pen, not a pen to write with. The area of the pen should be 16 square meters with side lengths that are whole numbers. What's the least amount of fencing she needs? Well, we need to remember that the least amount of fencing goes around the outside, so we're looking for the perimeter. So we have 16 square tiles, and I gave you some blue square cutouts, I believe, in the bag. And you can take those out, count 16 of them out, and make as many rectangles as you can using all 16 tiles. Once you finish one, draw it on your grid here. We're going to record the rectangles on the grid and write the multiplication equation for the area shown by the rectangle. Then we're going to find the perimeter. So remember, area is made up of two measurements, length times width. Well, we know our total area is 16. So what are some numbers we can take times each other to get 16? We could do 1 times 16. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is one way that we can show the perimeter or the area of 16. We've got 1 times 6. 16, times 16. But what would the perimeter of that be? That's where we have to add 1 plus 16 plus 1 plus 16. Well, 16 plus 16, some of you know, is 32, 33, 34. 34 meters is the area. So then, I don't know, that rabbit, that would be good if it wants to run, a long ways, but in a narrow pen. Maybe I want to make the pen wider than that. I'm going to try 1 times 16. 16 is an even number, so I know 2 will fit into it. 2 times what? 2 times 8. So here's my 2. We're going to count 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. This side has to be 2 to match this, and that means this has to be 8 to match this, because 2 by 8 equals 16 square meters. But now we have to find the perimeter. Let's see, we have 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 2 more is 12, plus 12 plus 8 is 20 meters. Same amount of space for the rabbit, but it's going to take less fencing. Let's try another one. What other two numbers can we multiply to get 16? Let's see, we did 1 times 16, 2 times 8, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18, so that won't work. How about 4? 4 times 4. Let's try 4 by 4. So now we know the area is 4 times 4, and that gives us 16, right? These are all going to equal 16. But now, what is our perimeter? We're going to add 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12 plus 4 is 16. To use the least amount of fencing, Marcy should make a rectangular pen with side lengths of 4 meters and 4 meters. So the least amount of fencing is 16 meters of fencing. Whoops, that's not, yeah. So it ends up. All right, let's go to page 682. Let's try this top one. It says draw 3 rectangles that have an area of 18 square units on the grid. Find the perimeter of each rectangle. Shade the rectangle that has the greatest perimeter. So they're telling us to do 3 things. We're going to draw, we're going to find perimeter, and we're going to shade. It has to be 18 square units of area. So remember, I told you area is made up of 2 multiples. So what are 2 numbers that will multiply and will end up with 18? Well, 1 times 18. How about 18 is an even number, so I know 2 times 9. Any others? Let's see, 3. Yes, 3 times 6, or 6 times 3. How about 4? No. 5? No. 6, we've got it. So these are our 3. So you are going to draw 1 by 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is 1 by 17. The area of the rectangle so this is, the area is 17. Our perimeter, let's see, if this is 17 down here, this is 17 up here, and this is 1. So we have to add 17 plus 17 plus 1 plus 1. 7 plus 7 is 14, 15, 16, carry a 1, 36. Perimeter is 36. Units. So then we're going to try 2 times 9. 1, 2, and we're going to count how many across? 9. 3, 6, 9. So now we have an area. This is supposed to be 18. I know, Danny, you caught me on that. Joey, I bet you caught me on that. I counted 18 squares across, but I don't know why I wrote 17. So now this one is 9 by 2. 2 times 9 is 18. We still have an area of 18. But what is our perimeter? 2 plus 9 plus 2 plus 9. Let's see, 9 plus 9 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Our perimeter is 22. Third one, 3 by 6. I'm going to start over here. 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know 3 times 6 is 18. That's our area. What's our perimeter? 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. The perimeter is the same as the area. So now let's make sure we've done everything we need to do. Draw 3 rectangles that have an area of 18 square units. We did that. Each of these has an area of 18. Then we found the perimeter of each. Over here, we wrote them down. Now we are supposed to shade the rectangle that has the greatest perimeter. Which one would take the most fencing? This is going to need to take the most fencing. So I shaded in, and I've done everything I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm going to let you work a little bit on page 683 on your own, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on the lesson on page 685. Okay, here we are. Number 1, find the perimeter and the area. Tell which rectangle has a greater perimeter. So you're finding, this is letter A, this figure, and they've done it for us. They said it's got 8 square units. They counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The perimeter, they took 1 times plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 1 more, plus 8 again. 8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18. Okay? You're going to do the same for B. That's this one. And then you're done with this part. You're going to answer which one, A or B, has the greater perimeter. Then you're going to do the same thing here. This is letter A, this one, and this is B. Same thing. Now it says use the tile designs for 3 and 4. Here's Beth's tile designs. Compare the areas of design A and design B. So you're just going to say area of A equals area of B equals. Then it says compare the perimeters. Perimeter of A, perimeter of B equals. And then it says which design has the greater perimeter. We're comparing 2 designs, so we use the ER, the greater perimeter. So then you're going to circle A or B. Okay? We're going to go on to page 686. Okay, Jake drew 2 rectangles. Which rectangle has the greater perimeter? We're comparing 2 things. Remember from English? If it's 3 or more, we'd use EST, but we're just comparing 2 things. So we're going to find the one with the greater perimeter. So remember, perimeter, you're going to add all the sides together and decide which is the greater perimeter. Then she drew 2 rectangles. Which rectangle has the greater perimeter? For Alyssa's A or B. The review. Marcia was asked to find the value of 8 minus 3 times 2. She wrote a wrong answer. What is the correct answer? Well, remember, Our order of operations tells us that we should always do what's in parentheses first, and then we should multiply or divide next, and at the end we should do any adding or subtracting. What fraction names the point on the number line? Here's the point. This is 0/4, 1/4. You finish and tell me the answer on the line. Kyle drew 3 line segments with these lengths: 2/4 of an inch, 2/3 of an inch, 2/6 of an inch. I made mine all kind of the same. List the fractions in order from least to greatest. Okay, so we've got the same numerator, but the bottom numbers show more parts or less parts, but the parts are smaller or bigger. They're different sizes. Remember that. On Monday, 3/8 inch of snow fell. On Tuesday, 5/8 inch of snow fell. Write a statement that correctly compares the snow amounts. So 3/8 of inches of snow is greater than, less than, or equal to 5/8. This time our denominators are the same, so we're just comparing our top numbers, and you'll use your greater than, less than, or equal sign. All right. Send me a picture when you're finished.